The two most famous social contract theories come from two thinkers we have already encountered, Thomas Hobbes and John Locke. As you recall from Chapter 6, Thomas Hobbes believes that everything we do is motivated by self-interest. Humans are selfish. His theory is more popular in the context of politics than it is in the context of ethics. According to Hobbes, in a state of nature, prior to any government, life would be solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. People would fight over resources, which would be scarce. There is no morality, no duty, except to yourself. In a state of nature, you have one natural right, the right to self-preservation. Might equals right. It is like the Pirates of the Caribbean. Take what you can, give nothing back. The foundation of society is the social contract, which is another way of saying that the government's rule is authorized by consent of the populace. Because without a government it would get ugly, the social contract states that we transfer our rights to violence and self-rule to the state. The state creates peace and promises to use violence and punish anyone who violates that peace. The state may abuse its power, but any state is better than no state. Thus we have the Leviathan. The government is a necessary monster. For Hobbes, moral concepts are generated by law. This is called legal positivism. There is no such thing as an unjust law because the law defines right and wrong. Hobbes does not recognize any legitimate reason to revolt against the government because any government is better than no government. Like Hobbes, John Locke rejects the divine right of kings. However, Locke still uses God as the center. God underwrites the natural rights of life, health, liberty, and possessions. These are the rights we have in our state of nature. The function of the political state is to ensure our natural moral state. If the state breaks the contract, so can we. Unlike Hobbes, Locke recognizes a right to revolt against the government if the government is not doing a good job of protecting our natural rights. If this sounds familiar, it should be noted that Locke's thinking, and even much of his language, is used in the Declaration of Independence. Take a look at page 354 of your textbook, and you'll see what I mean. If Locke's thinking fueled the American Revolution, then Jean-Jacques Rousseau's thinking did the same thing for the French Revolution. According to Rousseau, humans are born free and naturally virtuous. Society corrupts our natural virtues and makes us into the nasty little goblins that Hobbes says we are. Rousseau believed that participatory democracy, where every citizen votes on every governmental issue, was the answer. Here citizens were not party to some theoretical contract made before they were born, as it was for Hobbes and Locke. For Rousseau, every citizen reaffirmed the contract by voting on every single issue in law. This direct democracy is different than the system we have in the U.S., where we have representative democracy by electing representatives to vote for us on issues and laws. What do you think? It works for American Idol. Would it work for government, too?